driving.
We're just driving
to get the kids out of the house. We are
not stopping anywhere.
Right.
We're not going to be touching anything.
Nope.
So we're just driving, then we're going right back home. And I don't know if you can see our one daughter back there. You see her right there? She knocked out. So it worked. But yes, I hope you are all taking precautions during this corona pandemic or COVID-19 pandemic. Stay home. Stay home. Stay home.
Pray you guys are being safe.
Yes, I pray you are all being safe and your families are doing well. You know, darn it, the back of my earring done fell off. But just wanted to come out and do a video. You know, we haven't. It's hard to do a Cartels Conversations when you hardly go anywhere.
Right. We just want to say thank you to the people on the front lines.
Yes, thank you to all the healthcare workers, the first responders,
cops,
all of you guys putting your lives in the line.
Not even just them, the people who hand out the food at the hospital.
Oh yes,
the
maintenance people at the hospitals, the garbage people.
If you work at the hospital, we
workers.
appreciate everything you do.
Yes, all of y'all just put yourselves out there to save our lives or just to do your job, and just doing that could be detrimental to your own, but you still do it, so we thank you.
Yes.
We definitely thank you all for all of your service.
A little PSA, if you ride in the bus, don't cough on people.
Please don't. I mean, it doesn't take much to just cover your cough a little bit, or if you have like a tissue or something, use your tissue. I mean, what's wrong with y'all? Like we were just watching something at CNN with this bus driver out in Detroit, where they won't confirm or deny that he got the coronavirus from this passenger, but a passenger came on the bus and the passenger coughed on him, and he did a video. You know, he was quite upset because, you know, with everything going on, it's not like the bus drivers have any protective gear or anything. So if somebody's coming on the bus and you're coughing on them, what else are you going to do? You're going to wipe it off, and that's how the corona gets into your system. You wipe it off, that means you're smearing it on your face, in your eyes, in your mouth, and there you go. And he did a video. He was upset. He was cursing a little bit, so if you can look for it, the bus driver in Detroit. I forgot his name, but it's something Hargroves. But, and like 4 days later, he died because he contracted coronavirus.
Again, not saying it was from that passenger, but
still, you know, it might not have been from that passenger, but but it was probably another. You know, he's a bus driver. It's not like they drive around with gloves or masks or any protective barrier between them and the passengers off the bus. So, you know, they're putting their lives on the line to make sure that we all get to where we need to go when we get on the bus. You know, so that was a sad story. And what we actually wanted to talk about today really quickly was a story that I heard online, and then she actually called into the Breakfast Club. So if y'all go, you know, check that out. It was a nurse out somewhere down south, and she had clocked in for the day, and then she quit that same day. But she quit because her supervisor knew that she had pre-existing conditions. She was I think it was like 3-time cancer survivor. And, you know, she had those health issues. So, you know, for those who have pre-existing conditions, you are more likely to catch this virus. And she's told her, you know, everybody knew her.
Well, it's not that you're so much more likely, it's that your mortality rate.
Your mortality rate is, is higher if you catch it. So, you know, everybody knew that about her, and her supervisor knew, and she expressed that she would like to not take care of COVID-19 patients just because of that reason. Plus, you know, if she gets sick, she said she had, I think it was like 2 boys. I don't know how many kids she had, but she had kids. And, you know, if she gets sick and something happens to her, there was nobody that lives in her city that could take care of her kids, because come to find out, her husband actually lived in a different state for work. So it was just her. So, you know, if she got sick, there was nobody to be there for her kids. She would literally be alone. And that was the big issue. See, another one. Bit the dust. That's why this was like one to go. She's a hard one. She's a hard one.
She's like her daddy. She likes
driving, so it's gonna take her a while. But yeah, so they knew this. She came in, she clocked in. They told her she was going to be taking care of COVID-19 patients. She got upset and she quit. But when she called the Breakfast Club, she said it wasn't just that. It was just a culmination of a lot of things. Where they had her initially she was taking care of a patient, and come to find out that patient ended up being positive for COVID-19. And they didn't tell her. She actually found out through another co-worker, and then she went and talked to, I guess, the head nurse, and the nurse was like, oh yeah, didn't your supervisor send you an email? Because that's what they were supposed to do if a patient that you've been working on was positive. Let's find out she didn't get the email, and she expressed that concern. And then there was like some other stuff going around, so it seemed very underhanded and stuff like that. So on that day when she came in and they told her that, she just had enough and she quit. And the people were giving her flack for it, saying, you know, you knew what you signed up for, and you're a nurse, and you took the oath, and yes,
but no,
you
have
to take care of people,
right? But
it's not
the police department, it's not the fire department,
yes,
where
like
you know I could potentially lose my life. When you're a nurse or
a doctor, you take an oath to take care of people,
right? And
there's nothing that says, oh, I'm going to put myself in harm's way.
Firefighter, you know, if you're going to a fire,
you have the potential of not returning.
Right. Cop, if you go into a shootout or a robbery in progress, you know, hostage situation,
you have the potential of not returning. Like, you know,
doctor, you know when you go to work at a hospital or a nurse, you got the potential of getting athlete's feet. I don't know.
So stupid.
I'm just saying,
but you know, but as a doctor or nurse, you can't say that's what you signed up for. Yeah, you signed up to take care of patients. Yes, that's what you signed up for. But you did not sign up to put yourself at risk. You know, so other people would say, you know, that's the nature of the job. Yes, but she also has the right to say, you know, I don't want to do this. My health and my kids' health and my family's lives are more important to me. Because she said, like, she actually wasn't the only person that quit that day. It was just she's the only one that became viral because of her video. Sorry, this area keeps coming up. I'm gonna keep putting it on because I ain't trying to lose it. But yeah, like, people were really coming for her, and I just feel like, especially like a lot of the nurses. And again, thank you guys for what you do, but you cannot fault her for thinking about her life. She already had pre-existing conditions.
Right.
She was the only parent in that state with her kids. She didn't have any family members, because a lot of other healthcare professionals, you know, they send their kids to another family member, and your kids stay with that family member for the remainder of how long you're going to be working or whatever, so your kid can be safe. Whereas she didn't have that luxury. It was just her. So she's been putting herself at risk this whole time, and then for people to come for her, that's just ridiculous. She wants more milk because she wants some pizza, y'all. Was this even a legal term?
I don't know.
I don't think it was, y'all. But yeah, I just feel like she shouldn't have had that much flack for what she did, because she was thinking about her health and her children. And like Charlamagne said, he was just like, at that moment in time, her mental capacity was not that it was compromised, but she was already upset. You wouldn't want anybody who was already upset, who was already angry, taking care of patients, because they're not putting their hearts and souls into the job at that time. And when you work angry, you make mistakes. So it was a good thing that she said, you know what? I'm out. I'm tapping out. I'm gone. You know, instead of staying and being angry and just like fuming the whole time.
You would rather a person quit than to screw up your family member.
Yes.
You know,
I feel like y'all should think about that. Like, would you have rather her work angry and made a mistake that can cost the life of your family member? Would you have rather that, or?
I mean, do you want the pilot flying the plane?
Who was drunk?
He just found out. You know, he walked in on his significant other cheap.
He is upset, y'all.
He should still do his job, right?
Like, y'all really want him to fly that plane? I don't think so. I would say, sir, you take the day. I will come back tomorrow, because you're looking quite upset, and I am not. Yeah, I don't want to be in nobody's plane or nobody's bus or nobody's car when you're upset because you're quick to make a mistake.
Plus, you know, her anxiety of not wanting to catch it and got to worry about, I know I'm actually dealing with a live grenade in the sense. This person actually has it. You know, anything can happen.
Yep. And especially when a lot of these hospitals are complaining they don't even have the proper equipment, the proper PPEs, the proper mat. Like, they don't have a lot of that stuff. Or ventilators to take care of their patients. So it's like, I mean, y'all need to just give people some slack sometimes. In that instance, I feel like she did the right thing. She put what she needed to. She saved some lives that day, okay? I'm just saying.
If it be her own.
Yeah, so y'all tell us what you think. Do you think she did the right thing? Or do you think she should have just stayed on and did her job because that's what she signed up for? And, you know, put people at risk because her anxiety was high, her anger was high, she was very emotional, you know. She was not all there in the sense where her focus was going to be off. If you are there to save my life, I need to have your whole mind in this, okay? Not half your mind. Because if you have to go to surgery or something, dang it, man. I need to find the back to the series. But if you about to go into surgery or something, like, nah, man, I can't have a half a brain in here.
Tomorrow.
We need somebody who are well focused. But thank y'all for watching, you know.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Stay home.
Prayers. Stay home. Don't approach postal workers looking for anything.
Don't approach looking for your check like Mr. Postman.
Right. Don't approach first responders.
Please don't. They don't need all of that.
Right.
You know, a nice little clap, nice little wave. You wait until they put your mail in your mailbox, then you go for it. They do not need you to approach. All right?
Even if you're not, even if you don't have it, some people are asymptomatic. So that just means you don't know you have it.
And you're spreading it around.
Right, without any symptoms.
Like, I need y'all to be smart. And all of y'all having these corona parties, you're the reason why this thing is spreading. Like, what's wrong with you people?
Who has a corona party?
These stupid
and then that
people.
Person, one of the people there ended up having
corona. Like, come on, even the spring breakers. Now, y'all got on my last nerve. What? Really? Really? And then the people that they interviewed. Really? I'm glad that one child's father was like, no, sir, you ain't coming up in this house. After leaving Miami talking about corona, I'm just going to have fun. And, okay, you had fun on that porch for 14 days before you come in that house, okay? Like, you tripping. Like, I was not mad at that, Daddy. When I read that, I was like, good job. Because I would have said the same thing, like, sir, you need to turn right back around and go back to Miami and stay there. Or find a hotel for 14 days. Because you ain't coming up in here. Like, y'all ain't thinking about your parents, your siblings. Like, corona has no name.
You're invincible. Like,
exactly. There's no name.
It doesn't matter about
age.
It doesn't, like, yes, it affects those with pre-existing conditions maybe a little bit more, but healthy people have died.
Dying. Like, are y'all not watching the news, listening to it? I know it's very grim or whatever. It's a lot right now.
It is grim.
But still, I need y'all to listen. This thing would go away if y'all would just stay your behinds on home, okay?
And again, we're just in our vehicles. That's it.
I know. We're just in our car. We're driving.
The kids out, getting them.
We're driving to and fro. Ain't nobody getting out the car. Ain't nobody approaching the car. We're just driving to and fro, and then we're going right back into our house. Okay? With the people in this car. So I need y'all to be smart. stay home, wash your hands, don't touch your face, and don't approach anybody.
At all.
Okay? Because nobody want to get this. Okay? Nobody want to get this.
Stay 6 feet away from anyone.
Anyone. Okay? Just be smart, guys. Just be smart. Because this is not something to play with. As y'all can see, look at the death toll. We are, what do we have? Like a quarter of the amount of the world's...
It's 1 million people infected, and we have a quarter
of that million. Like, come on, guys. Like, the U.S. is slowly dying. So I need y'all to stop.
So a quarter is 250,000. Wanted to throw that out there.
All right, thank you, babe.
But we have a little bit more than 250. I think it's like 267 or something.
Yeah, so guys, stop with these parties. If you're not essential, stay home. If you can work from home, even better. So stay there like I have been. And you see my hair's braided? I had to do it myself because, you know, everything's closed. You know,
another thing, like I get some people, you know, not working, you know, because their job isn't essential, but you're filing unemployment, great. Put some of that money aside for rent.
Because you guys have to remember, although they're telling you you don't have to pay us this month, you don't got to pay us next month. They are tacking it on to your end. I was gonna say price, but to your end balance.
I think it'll
they're
be
just
like
pushing it. They're just pushing. They're not charging
so when
you
everything
a
goes
late
back
fee.
to normal,
You gotta pay. Exactly. You're not being charged a late fee, but you're still being charged for that amount. So be smart about it.
Especially if you're getting unemployed. Where you going? Everything's closed. You ain't got nothing to spend money on.
There is nothing open, y'all. There is no malls. There's no
you can only buy so much
movie
food
theaters. I know. All you got is the grocery stores. And please don't go in the grocery stores talking about, well, I'm just gonna have my fun. No, there's no fun in there. You get what you need and then get out. Okay?
Right. So you
everybody
should be
else ain't
saving
trying
this
to.
money.
Yes. So you can put it in to your bills and stuff. Because although they're saying again,
like I know car companies tend to go, okay, they put it on the back end. So okay.
But that still means you got to pay it. Okay.
Yeah, but it's on the back end. It's not up front. Like if a person pays $1,000
no, I know.
a
I'm
month,
saying, but that still means they're not saying you don't ever have to pay this.
Well, right, but
they're
I'm saying
just adding it on to your life.
Well,
so when you make that last payment, you thinking, "Ooh, hallelujah, I'm done." Like,
no,
remember that?
They tell you though. But I'm saying with rent, they'll be like, "Okay, everything's back to normal, so I'm gonna need the $3,000 for the 3 months," you know.
And then you'll be like,
Right.
You said I didn't have to pay. No.
I mean, even if you save up
right there
for whatever you get for unemployment, because I think they boosted it up.
They did, so 600.
That's a week. It's not, you know. So put some of that, put half aside. Okay. That way you won't, you know, you'll at least have some money to offer. You know, call your creditors. Don't just assume.
That they know. You know.
Right.
Let them call them and let them know. Keep calling them, because the more you call, the more you get on their nerves, and the more they'll be like, "Oh, all right, fine."
So I'm telling you what, Spectrum will give you 60 days, and then they still want all of that money.
Yes.
It's not going in the back end to something.
They're not saying, "Oh, you don't got to pay. You don't. You're all right. We're just forgiving this month." Unless they say we're actually forgiving this month and get it in writing. If they say we're forgiving and you don't have to pay, I don't care. Put it into an email and send it to me. That's what I would do. Or you at your job, type it up, mail it, send it to my house. Okay? And sign it too.
You ain't got to worry, because Spectrum ain't giving you a free month.
They not. Your cable companies, they not giving you a free month.
Right. Would you give people a free month if you had a business? Yeah. So just again, we can't stress, stay home. Call your creditors while you're at home. You know, because you don't want to be looking stupid. You know, not...
Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash
Always
your hands.
Wash, at least for...
Touch your face.
I like to say 30 seconds. They say 20.
I'm sure I touched my face during this video. I apologize, but, you know, I haven't been outside. I've been working from home, so, yeah. But this video is going on long enough, guys. Thank y'all for watching us, and we appreciate all of you guys who are catching up, watching our videos. Continue to watch us. We'll try to do more, but, you know, Corona, you know, there's no car we might have to do these random car videos.
I don't know.
But we'll see. Or we might just end up moving into our house, you know? So instead of car tales, it'll be bedroom tales. Just talking, y'all. Just talking, y'all.
Yes.
Y'all ain't gonna see all that other stuff. But anyway, thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate y'all. Have a good rest of your evening and weekend and stay safe. Stay home.